Hello students, welcome to the physics class again. I hope that you all are safe and healthy. Okay, so let's start today's topic. What is today's topic? Our today's topic is electric dipole second part. Second part means that in last video what we have done, we have determined the electric field due to electric dipole on its axial position. Now today we are going to find out the electric field due to electric dipole on its equatorial position. Equatorial position means the perpendicular bisector of electric dipole. Okay, so let us start now. See that there is a dipole. Let us assume that there is a dipole here, dipole minus q charge to plus q charge. AB dipole is there, its center is O. O is the center of electric dipole, and this perpendicular bisector which is passing through the center of dipole is its equatorial position. We have taken one point here, the point is N on its equatorial position, and we are going to determine the electric field on this point N due to electric dipole. Okay, so let us see one by one. If we assume that the electric field due to this plus q charge here at N, what will be its direction? So we see that here the direction of electric field due to plus q charge will be this one, because electric field will move away from the positive charge. Okay, so EB I assume that EB is the electric field at N due to this plus q charge. Its direction will be this one. Okay, now you see that L is the distance, X is the distance of this point from the dipole here. So what will be this distance? Distance of plus q charge. So we assume that there is a right angle triangle, and in right angle triangle, if we apply Pythagoras theorem here, hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the square of perpendicular and base. So it will become under root x square plus L square, or this length will become x square plus L square. Means the distance of plus q charge from N will be x square plus L square. Okay, if we try to just find out the electric field due to this minus q charge at N here, what will be its direction? So if we join this, let us see here. I suppose that this distance is r. Okay, r square is equal to x square plus L square. So see here, the electric field due to this minus q charge at N here, its direction will be towards the negative charge, So this will be the direction of electric field at location A. We assume that this electric field will be EA. Its direction is towards negative charge. The length or the distance of minus q charge from N will be the same, because this distance is x, this one is L here, so it will be equivalent to R. If I consider this is R, same distance, it will be same. R is equal to x square, R square is equal to x square plus L square. So let us write one by one here. Okay, electric field due to plus q charge, EB is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, charge q is there, and upon the distance square r square, it means that x square plus L square. Similarly, electric field due to minus q charge EA will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q upon distance square. Same distance is there, so we assume that this is the distance now. Now we see that the magnitude of both electric fields are same, but the directions are not same. So we suppose that the magnitude of electric field EA will be equal to the magnitude of electric field EB. It will be equal to E. The magnitudes are equal here. What will be the resultant electric field here at position N? This is the direction of electric field due to plus Q charge. This is the direction of electric field due to minus Q charge. So we see that if you draw a line here, this is a line which is parallel to AB, and if we suppose that angle theta is there, there may be again here angle theta. If this is angle theta, why? Because both sides are equal, so angle will be equal here, theta. Here also the angle will be theta. If we resolve this electric field EB into two components, what will be its component? So we see here that one of its component is along with this horizontal line which is making angle theta. So which component is here of EB? This component will be EB cos theta. EB cos theta of E. Another component will be perpendicular to it, and this will be EB sin theta. We have resolved this EB into two components. One is along theta, okay, that is EB cos theta. Another is perpendicular to the other component, that is EB sin theta. If we see this EA electric field is this one. It's one of its component in the same direction again here, and it will be EA cos theta. Another component will be perpendicular to it, and this will be EA sin theta. So this is EB sin theta, this is EA sin theta. Both are opposite in directions and their magnitudes are equal. Okay, so we can say that they cancel out. These components may cancel out. So total resultant electric field will be in the same direction here, okay, and it will be EA plus EB. EA plus EB means if I assume that EQ is the resultant electric field, so EQ resultant electric field will be equal to sum of EB and EA. So which component of EB is here? EB cos theta. Which component of EA is there? EA cos theta. So it will become 2E cos theta. So since EA sin theta and EB sin theta are opposite and equal in magnitudes, they cancel out. Therefore, resultant electric field EQ will become the sum of these two components, EA cos theta plus EB cos theta, and EA EB are equal to E. So we can say that E cos theta plus E cos theta is equal to 2E cos theta. This is supposed to be equation number 1. We suppose it equation number 1 here. So resultant electric field and on this position, on this location N, on perpendicular bisector is this one in this direction, and this is the resultant electric field. Let us try to find out its value. Okay, so what is the value of E here? The value of E we got here Q upon 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught x square plus L square here. So let us continue. EQ is equal to 2 into Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught x square plus L square into this cos theta is here. We have to put the value of cos theta. Let us find out cos theta from here. If you see that any triangle, right triangle, if we assume any right triangle here, AON right triangle, angle theta is there. So cos theta will be base upon hypotenuse. Base upon hypotenuse will be how much? If we suppose that this length is r, so it will be under root x square plus l square. So here cos theta base is L and hypotenuse is under root x square plus L square, or under root means its whole power is 1 by 2. Let us put value there in place of cos theta. So we write here upon x square plus L square to the whole power 1 by 2. Here same quantity we may see there, but their powers are differ, 1 and 1 by 2. If we add them, 1 plus 1 by 2, it will become 3 by 2. So resultant electric field EQ will be 2QL upon 4 pi epsilon naught x square plus L square to the whole power 3 by 2. Okay, this is suppose equation number 2 here. Now if we suppose that this distance of point N we have taken on its equatorial position is very large, larger than L, okay, dipole, okay. So this L square will become 0. If this L square will become 0, what will be its expression? So we suppose that if x is larger than L, then this L square tends to 0. If L square tends to 0, this part will become 0. If this part will become 0, x to the power 2 into 3 by 2, this 2 will be cancelled. So electric field EQ will become 2 into QL is what actually? Dipole moment. So we write dipole moment P here upon 4 pi epsilon naught x to the power 3, okay. And we can see that the direction of electric field is a vector quantity, dipole moment is also a vector quantity. What is the direction? This is the required expression. This is the required expression for the net electric field on its equatorial position, but electric field is a vector quantity, okay. So what will be its direction? See that the direction of EQ is this. What is the direction of dipole moment? The direction of dipole moment is from minus q charge to plus q charge. It means that this is the direction of dipole moment, this is the direction of electric field. So the direction of net electric field is just opposite to the direction of dipole moment. So we write here direction of electric field is opposite to the direction of dipole moment. Okay, so since its direction is opposite, we can write the magnitude, we can write this value of electric field also by putting negative sign here, okay. So this is the required expression for the electric field due to electric dipole on its equatorial position, okay. Now after this we are just going to take the next position, third position I have discussed in last video also, general position. We have to find out the electric field at any position in space due to this electric dipole. So what will be its expression? So let us now try to find out it. We take the third position here, and the third position is general position of electric dipole. So let us continue now. Before that, if we compare the electric field due to axial position and electric field due to equatorial position, where will be the intensity of electric field larger? Where will the electric field stronger? On its axial position or on its equatorial position? So let us see that. We have taken out electric field due to dipole on its axial position. Let us write here. E axial will be how much? This is the expression 2p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. Okay. What is the expression for equatorial position? E equatorial is equal to p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. So if we compare this here, we can write 2 into what is this? P upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube here. It means that we can say that here this is the value of E equatorial here. If we place this here, it will become 2 into E equatorial. It means that electric field on its axial position is how much? Twice the electric field on its equatorial position. So which is stronger? Electric field on its axial position or electric field on its equatorial position? Electric field on its axial position will be stronger than electric field on its equatorial position. Okay, so this is, you please note down this. Okay, now let us say third condition here. Third condition is the general position. We are taking general position. We determine the electric field and general position of electric dipole. So let us go through it. This is electric dipole, minus q charge is there, plus q charge is there at two ends here, and A and B. This is the center O, and this is general location. I consider it again N is the general location, and the distance of this from the dipole is x. X is the distance. Okay. Now the direction of dipole here is this one. This is P. P is the direction of dipole, means the dipole moment direction is this one. P is, two conditions we may see that the point N we have taken in space here is at x distance from the electric dipole. Another condition, it is making angle theta with the direction of with the direction of dipole moment. Okay, it is making how much angle? Theta angle with the direction of dipole moment. So in that case, we suppose that this part is P, means dipole moment, and this line, this particular condition is making angle theta with dipole moment P. So if we resolve this P into two components, so one of its component which is in this direction will be what? This component will be the P cos theta. If this is P, OB is P, then it is making angle theta here. This, if we resolve P into two components, this component will become P cos theta, and another component will be ultimately perpendicular to it. So another component will become P sin theta. Okay. Now we find out the electric field here due to this dipole. Okay, two components here at N position here. Okay, so directly we take two positions and we find out the electric field at here N position due to P cos theta, due to P sin theta. Okay, P cos theta is just along the direction, means P cos theta, it is the axial position of dipole moment. So the electric field at P at N here will be E axial. What will be the direction of electric field at N here due to equatorial position? This is the equatorial position. So its direction will be opposite. So this will be the direction of electric field due to equatorial position. Okay. What will be the net electric field? Net electric field if Phi completes parallelogram, the resultant will be the resultant electric field. and its resultant electric field will be how much? ER is equal to under root square of EXL plus square of E equatorial. We know the value of electric field on axial position and electric field on equatorial position. Let us place values here. So electric field on axial position, equatorial position is axial position is 2p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube to the whole square plus electric field on equatorial position p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube to the whole power 2. We can take common term here. The common term will be p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube, p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. Okay, so this will be common and this square will be cancelled by under root. So it may come out from the under root. So we get here p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. In under root, what is left here? 2 2s are 4. Here p, just see that here in place of p, what do we write here? Since we are taking out value due to this p cos theta component here, we write here not p cos theta, and here in place of, for equatorial position, the component of p dipole moment is p sin theta, we write here p sin theta. Now what is left inside? 2 square 4 and cos square theta. So cos square theta, 4 cos square theta plus sin square theta. If we break down this 4 cos square theta into 3 cos square theta plus cos square theta, so 1 cos square theta plus sin square theta will become 1 and we will get this expression p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube, and here in under root we can get here 3 cos square theta plus 1. This is the required expression for the electric field at any general location due to electric dipole. Okay, what will be its direction? We can find out direction also. If it makes angle alpha with this, then this will be the perpendicular upon base. So its direction will be tan alpha is equal to perpendicular E equatorial upon E axial position. If we place both values there, for equatorial p sin theta upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube, for E axial 2p cos theta upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. Okay, this p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube will be cancelled. What is left here? So we see that here we can have sin theta upon 2 cos theta, and it will become 1 by 2 tan theta, and its direction will be alpha is equal to tan inverse half tan theta. In case of general position, we can see the direction of this one, electric field at general location. This is the required expression. Okay, so I told you that electric field due to electric dipole also depends on angle. If we want to find out the value by using this formula on axial position and equatorial position, we can place the angle here, theta. What is the axial position? Axial position means the dipole, electric dipole, it makes angle in the direction of electric field, it makes 0 angle, theta. Theta is equal to 0 angle with electric field. So if we place 0 here, what do we see here? 0, cos 0 value is equal to 1, 1 square is equal to 1, 1 into 3, 3 plus 1, 4, and 4 it will come out from root, it will become 2p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. If we find out the equatorial position means that it makes angle theta is equal to this perpendicular, the point which we take, equatorial position means the perpendicular with the dipole, okay, dipole moment. So theta is equal to 90 degree there. If we place theta is equal to 90 degree here, cos theta value is equal to how much? 0. So this term will become 0. If this term becomes 0, under root 1 means 1 what is left here? P upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. So in both cases, if we place the value of theta here, we can get the value of axial position also, we can get the value of equatorial position also here. So this is the general formula for the general location of electric dipole for electric field. Okay. So for today's topic now, that's all for today's topic. We will continue the next topic just after this, that electric dipole in uniform electric field, and its work done in next video. Till then, all of you stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye. Thank you.